today we're going to talk about very much basics in web programming. Okay, so this will come under web development or web designing, whatever you call. So I'm going to talk about two basic concepts. That is, they are HTML and CSS. So as we already scheduled for web development program, so as part of the first lesson, I have already discussed about the basic logical diagram of web development cycle. Okay, so now I'm coming to the first lesson of web programming. Okay, so that is like this will come under front-end programming. So it is coming and it will come under front-end development. Okay, so HTML means hypertext markup language, and CSS means cascade style sheet. Okay. So HTML, so this is like a hot, or this is like a core concept, but very much simple when you compare with any kind of programming language. So you probably learn 10 different tags and you can start programming. You don't need to know all the 100 tags to start with. So HTML, today I'll be giving you some basic tags that you should know when you start programming as a front-end developer. Okay. So coming to HTML. Okay, let's start. Okay, I'll give you basics on CSS also now. So cascade style sheet. It is like, so when you have a body, it doesn't mean you can walk around in that body, right? So you should be having some clothes, nice clothes, so to walk around. So that is what CSS comes from. Cascade style sheet. Whatever the space we create in a web page by using HTML, so that space will be designing it with a cascading style sheet. So that is like a truss for a body. So basics, these are just basics. So when you come to lab, practically coming to a page, then you will understand many things. So at least try to understand very few basics of it. Okay, I'll be talking in a very lame way, so you'll understand. So HTML, so it has a many tags. So let's try few tags here. HTML, it has head tag, body tag. Okay, so it's like you can compare with a human being. So whoever designed HTML, like they are brilliant enough that you can compare that way they designed it almost equal to our human body. So okay, in HTML, there's a parent tag of any web page that we design for. The second one, the head and body tags are child tags for that. So under the head tag, we have meta tags, style tag, script tag. There are a couple of other tags. Okay, so I'm gonna finally talk about very basic tags that we go through. So when it is coming to body, so the main tag will be like div. Basically div, that div tag that used to divide the space in a web page. That is where div comes from. Then span, the part of any kind of paragraph you can style with span. Paragraph, we have headings called H1, H2, and so on. So we have what and all we have. So we divided the space with div tag, then span, we have p, having anchor tags for linking the different web pages. That is much more required. So when you have more than one page in your website, so you have to link in between. That's where you use the image tag. You use for any kind of images that you want to put. So by using that, you will image. So paragraph, you have an article writing it, then you use this paragraph heading tag. So what else am I missing? So yeah, so there are few tags I missed here. Form tag. You see any kind of social media you go, they'll ask for sign up. That is where you see enter your username, first name, last name, gender, date of birth. Those are all comes under form elements. Okay, it will be having collection of like input, select box, some other things, some other stuff that you can leave for now. So we have video tag. If you want to include any kind of video in a web page, so that is where you use video tag. And iframe. This is one of the interesting topic. I just kept it at the end. Why? Because you don't use it from like very rarely used, but it is most important topic. Iframe. So when you want to include other page into your application, that is where you use iframe. I think we have probably covered all the tags, basic tags. So I can tell you one thing. So for creating any basic website, so you can create with this. It's that simple. Okay. So take a screenshot or once again. You continue. Continue, right? Did you stop? Alright. So let's have okay. So I will share it with you all anyway about this. So just before erasing it, I'm just taking a screenshot of it. Okay. So before moving to CSS, just have a quick glance at it. Then we will move towards CSS. So similarly, in CSS we have very basics that we can talk about today. So okay, so let's continue this topic, which is CSS. Means cascade style sheet. So this is such an important topic when you want to design a website. So these are the two basic languages, and cascade style sheet is one of the very important thing when you are designing websites. Okay, so I suggest if you have some English knowledge and if you want to learn something, so just start with, and if you have a laptop at home, so then start with these two basics, and it won't take the time at all. So you can do it very much in ease. Okay, so it won't take time basically. So if you learn it, like if you spend 1 or 2 days on it, then you probably can master it easily. So okay, let's start with CSS. So I told you already, this is like a you are wearing a dress. So you choose the color, the size, or what style you want. That is how you write CSS for HTML. Okay, so you have HTML ready, you create enough space, then you start writing CSS. So you usually write CSS in style tag in HTML. So I'm going to introduce a couple of properties that you learn in CSS. There are things. Let's start with font styles. So you can say like size of the font, color, line height. So everything will come under this font styles. What kind of font you want? Arial or some sans serif, any kind of styles. Okay. So then, if you have a div, like you can give a background color. Background color for image, you will decide for images and divs. You write width and height. And what else is there? Like we have float property. So you probably don't know when I say without showing any kind of practical seminar or something. But you just listen. If you go to W3 schools, yeah, you will easily get it. But they'll show you hundreds. Like, so which one you choose from? So which one you start with? So in that way, this lecture will definitely help you in some way or in any way. Okay, it's gonna help. So it won't waste your time for sure. So float, there is something position. So position, absolute or static, there are a couple of properties that you can use. What else is there? Alignment, whether it should be center or left. Alignment, then margin, padding, border. These are a couple of ways you can style a space. Okay, by giving a color, by mentioning width and height, or choosing the area, like so what the background to be with. And so did I miss anything which I need to explain? I think I covered very basic things. There is something called display. When I'm looking down, that means like I have written some notes, so I'm just using it. Okay, so don't take it otherwise. So these are the basic properties that you're gonna use for styling your HTML space in a web page. Okay, so hope my lecture or my teaching or my guidance will help you in some way. So I suggest you, like if you have English knowledge and you have a laptop at home, you just try it. So yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting. So if you want to learn this, so best is like W3 schools. So but you need guidance, so I can guide you like what are the tasks to start with. So my guidance will be always will be there. So I can suggest you, like I can give you some tasks that you can finish it in one day. So that way, yeah, you can revise all the topics you have learned and you can practically work it on. So that is the advantage being with me, being under my guidance anytime. So what else you want? Just ask me. Yeah, thank you very much.